Hello there, I'm the base manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now, today we start the episode with a small emergency. I noticed at the end of the last episode that we were running out of suits because we were running out of reed fibers. But I fixed that situation. I sent some reed fibers from our colony over here because we had plenty to spare, and now the issue is fixed. Just a matter of having all the exosuit repaired. But while I was dealing with that emergency, I noticed one thing. The noise of the alerts are gone. This is really strange, but oh well. I mean, they are annoying, so I suppose they will not be missed. But in any case, we are not here to talk about that. No, because today is the day that we start finally expanding our apartment block over here. We already constructed an additional apartment, but well, we need more, a lot more. We have 11 dupes as of right now, which means we need 11 rooms. Also, we should start expanding into space. We need to finish up our rocket over here, and that is going to require a bunch of materials. Materials that can now be built in our industrial area. I'm really happy that we finally got this done, because now we can start forging, getting a bunch of refined materials so that we can finally, after all of this time, we can finally do this. Let's go into base and build the freaking elevators in the apartment complex, right? The elevators is supposed to be the centerpiece of the apartment complex, and not having any of it was driving me insane. So yeah, apartments and space. These are the two themes of the day, so suppose I should start working on it as soon as possible. Okay guys, so now that we have the Sleetweed farm, we are going to stop making bristleberries and we are going to start making a berry sludge, because that requires the uncooked version. So yeah, let's go and do just that. We have a ton of Sleetweed grains, by the way, now, so we must use them, especially because berry sludge does not require refrigeration. So let's just build another refrigerator, because well, we are completely full over here. But yeah, berry sludge are not going to require any sort of refrigeration, so that means we can go into the food thingy and just select a ration box, and we'll put the berry sludge over there. That is also going to be the food that we are going to use for our space travels. Let's see, do I have enough glass? Not yet, not yet. Well, the science department had to be relocated. The nerds are not happy, in this case Gossman, but sacrifices must be made, the apartment complex must grow, and well, that means that they are relegated to their tiny little corner of the base over here. Cool. Now, I never thought it would take so much time to make at least 200 kilograms of glass, but yeah, our space aspirations must wait a little bit. Now, our power situation is not exactly the best, so while we don't exactly have a permanent solution, where does the water come from? I believe through here? Yeah, that must be it. Like I was going to say, we don't have yet a permanent solution when it comes to power production. Eventually I will have to deconstruct these natural gas generators and this petroleum generator and build a proper power plant with a thingy. Where is it? A power control station to increase the output of power. But right now, we are not going to waste our time with that. No, we are not. We are going to create a temporary petroleum line through here and just feed this petroleum generator and have it on the same automation as the rest of the thingies. And that should solve a few of our issues. Okay, so we finally have enough glass to build two solar panels. I think I'm going to start building the Spacefarer module now, and then I will add more solar panels behind it or underneath it. We still have the 3 more tiles. I was thinking if I should build a battery or not, but but I think it would be better if we just have the solar panels for that power production. We might not even need all of that power. Who knows? I will have to see what needs to be built inside of the module itself to think. We'll see. We'll see the things that I build inside of it, and then we will determine how much power we actually need. Well, guys, one thing is going to be sure. The apartment toilets are going to serve as public toilets for a little while. The dupes will have to share, because we are going to have to demolish this public toilet over here. Well, it's in our way. Not only that, we also need to go over here and we need to cut this pipe and let the water that sits inside of the pipe that is providing it to the toilets and sink, to be used up before we can deconstruct it, because we don't have a plumber yet. So yeah, the dupes will have to share. They will not going to enjoy it, but well, that's their problem. So now we connect this pipe over here, and that should start delivering the water to existing toilets. And I believe the exit pipe is already connected. Yep, yes it is. So these toilets should now be in working order. Oh well, guys, our base is changing a lot, rather rapidly, and another thing that I just noticed it's absolutely necessary is our fridge. We no longer have enough fridge capacity to hold all the food that we have, so, well, we'll have to upgrade, mostly by force, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to try to make a double fluid liquid lock by mixing brine and water in a tile down here. I'm going to try and force it to stick together and create a 2 tile wide liquid lock so that our dupes can go in and out without any issues. Let's see if I can do that. I need to build one of you. Let's go over here. Cool. Next thing, I'm also going to put some hydrogen over there, and then we are going to use hydrogen itself to serve as the coolant fluid inside of the radiant pipes, like we did in the previous playthrough. It worked pretty well, except for the constant condensation of the chlorine. That's why we are going to replace the chlorine with hydrogen. Okay, finally we have transit tubes operational. Now, truth be told, they are not going anywhere just yet. I mean, they can go from over here to over here, but it's not that efficient, but hey, they already exist. Okay, so one victory for us, finally. Now, I already placed a little bit too much brine over here. Now I shall request the water. There we go. And once the water is here, what we are going to do, we are going to deconstruct this insulated tile. In fact, I'm even going to request it right now. That is going to drop most of the brine over into this part over here. Which means once we drop the water, we shouldn't have to mop up brine and water from this place over here. It's just to make it simpler and easier on us. Okay, here comes the water. Let's make it nice and slow. Yep, as we can see, we have water over there. So what we are going to do, we are going to go over here and do it like this. That way we don't have to mop that much water. We can deconstruct that now, I hope. I'm going to leave it for now over there. And now we are going to build another tile over there, and then we are going to build another tile over here. When we build this tile over here, that should push both of the fluids up, and that should seal the lock. Alright, here we go. Let's see if it's going to work. Hello, where is the brine? Okay, well, at least the water is there. It didn't work as I was anticipating, but okay. What we are going to do next is we are going to go over here, we are going to I mean, I tried one way, didn't work. What we are going to do next is we are going to deconstruct these 3 tiles. We are not going to mop that water. We are going to build a mesh tile over here, and then we are going to just drop the brine on top of the water over here. I know what happened pretty much when we built the insulated tile instead of pushing all the liquids up, because there was basically a tile being occupied in here. The brine was deleted. Alright, attempt number 2, here we go. Alright, attempt number 3. There we go. Well, you probably were screaming at me because I was doing it wrong, but well, this is the first time that I'm building a double liquid lock, so well, at least I got it right eventually. But now that we have this, all we have to do is bring power over here. We are going to use this mini gas pump to create a vacuum first, and then we are going to deconstruct the mini gas pump, and we are going to build a gas canister releaser or canister emptier over here, and then we are going to transport cans of hydrogen from our main line over there to over here. I already requested a thingy. Yep, canister filler over there. It's easier than building a ginormous pipe just to transport a few kilograms of hydrogen. And yeah, as long as we make sure that we increase the pressure to 2 kilograms to prevent any food that can turn bad from off-gassing polluted oxygen, we will be golden. But in order to provide power, this is going to be a challenge. As you can see, because, well, if we don't want to overload the lines, we can only build 1 line per 2 transit tube access. So we are going to have a lot, and I mean a lot of lines going throughout the place. So yeah, transporting power is going to be a challenge. So, you guys want to know something really interesting? I've been recording this episode over a span of different days, due to the several time constraints. But this is actually a good thing, because it gave me some time to think. Last night I was trying to fall asleep, and for some reason I was thinking about this, and I had a eureka moment. I am using water to lock my fridge. A freezer that is going to be at minus 20 degrees or even lower temperature is going to have water to lock it. I feel like that might not be the best move, past base manager. Quite a genius move, if I might say so myself. I am such a dummy. Now, in theory, because the temperature outside of the freezer is going to be a positive temperature and inside of the freezer is going to be a negative temperature, it might even out over here and the water might not freeze. However, do we really want to put the safety of our food in a might not happen when we have the materials right over here to make sure that it doesn't happen? Because if I recall correctly, petroleum does not freeze until minus 50 and ethanol minus 100 something. We can check the ethanol right here. Yep, minus something and minus 114, and the petroleum, yeah, solid, whatever, minus 57 or somewhere around that that point. Yeah, that's a low enough temperature. Not, you know, like water that freezes at minus 0. Yeah. Let's fix this rather quickly. Let's fix this rather quickly, okay? It's not that difficult, it's just annoying that I did not see this one coming. But, well, it's going to be easily fixed. Now, we just need to build this pit over here to let go some of our petroleum. Then, we already have ethanol in bottles, but I'm going to create a similar pit over here for the ethanol that we have. It's a good idea to keep it in store somewhere other than in a bottle in a random location in our base. I just feel it's a material that we should keep safe. What? Okay. But yeah, guys, time to fix my mistake over here. And by the way, once again, I want to reiterate this once again. It might not happen. If you want to use water, you can try it out, because once again, positive temperature, negative temperature might even out, but I don't want to risk it. Besides, petroleum as a is less conductive than water, so it might serve as a better insulator for our freezer. Okay, so let's start filling up the pit with petroleum. I just need to destroy this ladder before I put the pincher pump, so we can advance with our liquid lock over here. Let's do the attempt number 4, but this time we already have the technique down. Yeah. Now we already have the technique, and we shouldn't have too many troubles as long as I monitor this, so that they only drop a tiny amount of ethanol, so we don't have to wipe it from the floor. And after that, we'll put the petroleum. Hopefully they will stack on top of each other, work as intended, and yeah. And by the way, how the hell did you escape from... well, I don't know, but we have a... how should I put it? A superhero Edge. He was able to escape from Purgatory, the place where no Edge can ever escape. He's going to be a legend, a myth, amongst his peers. Okay, here we go. Ethanol. Let's be very, very careful. Come on. And here we go. Do we have ethanol in there? Not yet. And come on, we have ethanol. 3 kilos. Jesus. That's going to be quite the spillage, but that's fine. That's why we built this little protection over here, just to make sure that nothing bad happens, and we don't have a bunch of ethanol just spreading across the base like a freaking disease. Now, the petroleum is already going into its place. We already have the space for the pincher pump, so let's go into plumbing, pincher, go deconstruct this. We don't need that. In fact, just so... let's go over here. Let's use the tool filter, just to make sure that I don't screw anything up. And yeah, then we'll put the petroleum. Hopefully that is going to work. If it doesn't, well, I'm going to be very sad. Alright, here comes the petroleum. Fingers crossed, guys. Please work. And you had to bring so many kilos of petroleum. Really? What a timing. Okay, here we go once again. Please work. And... yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, screw you, game. Okay, so petroleum probably needs to be below the ethanol, I suppose. Good thing is we have small bottles of ethanol down here, so we can try this again. Let's go like this. Clean up the mess that is going to definitely stay over here. And then try it until we get it right. And will we get it? Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Ah. Oh, no, 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 no. This is terrible. No, it's not. No, it's not what I'm doing. Okay, so we cannot, okay? Rule number 1, do not do this, okay? Because when you have a cleaning command, this cleaning command over here will wipe the fluid from this tile and this tile. So if we go over here and clean it up, we will clean up the ethanol that is serving as a lock. That might seem like a problem, but it's not. Why? Because we are going to deconstruct this tile and we are going to mop this tile over here. This way we are going to mop the ethanol from this tile and this tile, removing it from our fridge. Great, let's get it done. Or if you want to be super safe like I do, just do this. This way you guarantee that no fluid from your liquid lock will be wiped out, and so the problem will be easily fixed. Did we just get a selection of dupes or what? Really? Plus 10 rocketry, plus 11 suit wearing, or plus 12 machinery? I would love to get another mechatronics engineer, however this one is not that good. With these two negative traits, meh, cannot do digging errands. In my colony, hell no, my friend, you, this is a must. Now, between Devon over here and Ari, I'm more inclined to go towards Ari. We are about to get into the rocket stage, and having rocketry pilots available to us, it's probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. Gossman will have to be turned into a rocket pilot, but that's because of the science skill that she has. but the second we have a rocket ready to go and do some mining, we will want to have a pilot also ready. And training someone takes a long time, so I think I'm going to print Ari right now. Everybody, welcome Ari into our colony. That way we can train our passive skills such as athletics, strength, and stuff like that, while she is, you know, helping out in the colony by doing run. Really? Again? What is missing now? Nothing. Okay, it's just Lindsay is being a slow dupe. Okay, so let's continue. I am about to kickstart this. If we go over here. This is almost done. The second we have power, we will start vacuuming out this place, so we can then put some hydrogen in here to turn on the freezer. We also need to build one of the... where is it? A thermal regulator somewhere around here. But, you know, in a few moments I will worry about that. Okay, so with the vacuum achieved, let's deconstruct the mini gas pump and put a canister releaser thingy over here, and then we'll go into base, tiles, create a small platform over here for the thingy thermal regulator. Here we go, let me see, what direction do I want this to be? And probably like this, right? And then we'll go over here. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Perfect. Over here, we just need to connect this like this, and I'm going to leave this pipe over here because after I'm done with the canister releaser, I'm going to deconstruct it again, and I'm going to build another mini gas pump just in case we need to flush the thingy, the freezer. Canister emptier. There we go. Imagine there is an accident, and for some reason there is a bunch of polluted oxygen over here. We need to completely vacuum this place up. Once again, it's a good idea to already have the vacuum pump over there. So, you know, once again, preventing future disasters. After all, it's me who is playing, so disasters are bound to happen. Sometimes, at least. Okay, so pretty much like the thingy, I completely forget the names. The bottle emptier, the canister emptier, works in a very similar fashion. So you have to go over here and enable auto bottler or auto bottle, and select the gas that you want. In this case, we want hydrogen, so we'll just go crazy releasing hydrogen over here. Well, this gotta be the most confusing freezer ever, but I'm going to put the mini gas pump over here now to input the hydrogen into the system, because, once again, let's go over here. We need... What the fuck is that? What in God's name is that? Why? Why, game? Why do you hate me so much? There was 1 gram of polluted oxygen, and that MFer was able to capture it. Well, I suppose it's not the worst thing in the world, right? Oh my god. So, here's what we are going to do. We are going to insulate that thingy by doing this, and this, and this, okay. And then we are going to insulate it like so. And we are going to output it outwards. Come on, game, please. Okay. the loops and turns that one must endure to get something as simple as a gram of polluted oxygen away from this system. Okay, guys, so because of the way the game works, I cannot have the pipe completely connected, otherwise, as we move these, they will override this, the output for the mini gas pump over here, and that is not good. We don't want that. So I had to make a small cut over here, and now we have our pipes completely full, or at least mostly full, and now we can deconstruct this. I believe. I think I'm missing something. I don't know why, but I feel there is something missing over here. And it is not the automation, by the way, guys. I know that, it's just that I don't have the space to build it just yet. I remembered, guys. I need this. This is a cooling loop after all, right? The same way we have over here with our aqua tuners. It is just for gases. So I was missing was the bypass. At least I remembered. At least I remembered. Alright, fellas. The fridge is done, finally. I probably did a stupid over here. Yeah, I probably need a steel thermal regulator and not a gold amalgam because this thing is gonna get toasty. But that's okay, our cooling loop is going to be extended over there eventually. It's just that we have so much food, we need to get this done rather quickly. So we can finish it up later. I'm going to set up this to be not minus 20, but minus 30, I believe. Food... yeah. They are considered to be deep frozen at minus 18, so minus 20 is actually okay. Let's go to minus 25. We don't want to exert the system, if at all possible. So, hey, you. I want to capture this guy because he is a legend amongst the hatches, so I want to capture him and putting him in a ranch. He deserves it. He escaped from Tarkov over here, so he deserves to have a retirement worthy of such achievement. But yeah, now that this is done, I just need to keep an eye on this for a little while, make sure that everything is working as intended. But I can now focus my attention on here. Now, we have several different thingies over here that we didn't add last time, like the liquid spacefarer input port and the gas spacefarer input port. I'm pretty sure these things are the same thing as this. I'm going to assume. Let's see. Because there is an input, right? If there is an input, it must be connected to some things. So I'm going to assume it to be the case, but eventually we will find out, but just not this time. First we need to deconstruct this, and then we want... what do we want? We want an orbital, data collection lab. There is only one place where this thing can go, and that place is right there. Not... super difficult to figure this one out. I mean, it could go over here as well. I mean, but then we would lose all of this space because we had to put the tile right there. So, choices, choices, choices. Right, next, let's go for airflow tiles. Let's make it out of gold, just so it looks pretty. Ladders made out of plastic because we can. I mean, I didn't need to deconstruct the console because, well, once again, there is not a lot of places where that thing can go, right? So it's either going to be here or here. Oh, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? There is one thing that we got in a few patches ago, but I never used it, so I completely forgot about it. This thing, ladder bed. There we go. This way we have a place for our dupe to sleep at. And then... I mean, they can access the ladder from this tile, so that's nice, because we need these two tiles over here. To do what, you might ask? One of these. For the carbon dioxide. We need the control station, and then we need a thingy to output oxygen. I might be one tile short. Give me a moment while I try to figure this one out. Change of plans, guys. I was thinking about it, and there is no reason why I should overcomplicate this, because well, we are one research away from having the good stuff. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The big modules. In fact, I think I already have the big modules, don't I? I mean, can the carbon... yeah, we have the Spacefarer mod. What the hell am I doing with this thing? Get out of here. Can the carbon dioxide engine carry the big module? It might be able to do it. Huh, let's give it a try. Well, I mean, apparently it can't be built just barely, but it can, so we are going to take advantage of it. With the Spacefarer module, we can pretty much build all that we need, so there is no point in trying to skimp out on anything. Okay, so we are closing in on the temperature where most of the stuff, if I can just select a piece of food, which I apparently can't. There we go. We are closing in on the temperature that it's going to be necessary for the fridge to operate at a deep freeze status. So we can start transferring this food from over here, given that in here it is only refrigerated. Oh, so much stale stuff. Ugh, disgusting. In any case, how are we going to do that? Well, I mean, you see, in here, what we are going to do, we are going to put it edibles, so that whenever a piece of food is finished, the auto sweeper will pick it up, put it in the rail, and the rail will drop it over there. Problem is, it probably is going to do the continuous loop back and forward. God damn it, forgot about that. Not cool. That's not cool. Huh, I suppose I will have to put it into sweep mode only, and I will have to continuously put a sweep order in there. That is the temporary fix, because I don't really want to do this forever. Yeah, no. Huh. Okay, in any case, not really relevant for now. We want to transfer our food and not worry about that. But in any case, we are going to put edible, we are going to increase this to the maximum priority, and we are going to go over here and increase this, decrease this to the minimum priority, right? All of it. Then we cannot forget edibles and cooking ingredients as well. Cooking ingredients, here we go. So now, hopefully, the dupes will start transferring the stuff from over here and putting it over there. And then once the transfer is complete, we just deconstruct this and be golden. Okay guys, so for the interior of our research rocket, I'm going to go for a variant of our tried and tested design with a liquid reservoir, a bathroom, and you know, all the rooms and amenities that the dupes are going to need. They are not going to have a bedroom because I'm going to use the ladder bed over here just to try and save some space. Not that we really need it, it's just I'm trying to adapt the design to the new parts that we have available to us. Now, if you're asking yourself, why am I not using the wall toilet? The reason for that is you cannot attach the wall toilet to glass or plastic or whatever this is, diamond, to a window tile, that is. So the only place where it could be... Jesus, my cats are crazy. Oh my god. The only place where that thing could be was right here, and we need that space for other things, right? So there is no point in changing our design, at least for now. In the future, especially with the red rocket and other stuff, we might want to change the design. Now, I don't remember if this is going to be considered a mess hall, because the Orbital Data Collection Lab might be considered an industrial building. I am unsure, but we'll find it out. Okay, but unfortunately this was only to show you guys, because unfortunately, as you probably are aware, we have to do a few things first, like, for example, this, so we can put a thingy, liquid pump, right here, and then where is the power? Connect power, nope. Oh yeah, we need a power input over here as well. So let's go into rocketry. Where is the power thingy? Power output thingy. There we go. And a wire to this. Now we are not generating enough power to have the liquid pump functioning correctly, but I'm pretty sure it will function sometimes. So all we actually need is to fill up this thing to the top. Now, we are going to take advantage of the liquid spacer input port to vent the polluted water into space. That way, we are going to save up on the second storage liquid reservoir over here that we were using on our previous designs. These, these and these are the only few changes, but still, a few adaptations. Now, let's get this built. Okay friends, so I have fixed the issue over here with a brute force solution, as typical for this channel. I don't think things through, and then I have to do this kind of things. But I'm wasting so much power by doing this, but it doesn't matter. Okay, it is fixed. So this is the input auto sweeper, the one that takes the stuff and put it inside of the facilities that are going to cook the ingredients, right? Like the micro mush and the electric grill. And then we have this one over here, this auto sweeper, which is the output. It will grab this piece over here and this piece over here, and it will put it into the conveyor loader, which is set up so that only this thing can actually do the sweeping. And because it can't access this tile over here, it will not loop all the way around. So let's see it in action. There it goes. It picks up all the good stuff, put it inside of the fridge. Now we can deconstruct this one over here, but only after we are done with the transfer. We are done with the transfer, so we can now deconstruct both that and this, and well, a bunch of things. And I have to be careful while deconstructing, so I don't deconstruct a bunch of things that I don't want. So there is no point in, you know, you guys sticking around. Just give me a moment. Well, the mystery of the floating, invisible piece of monster meat. So something tells me that the game is not enjoying the progress that we are making. I was reading the description of the Orbital Data Collection Lab, and I realized something. This thing creates data banks that can be consumed at a virtual planetarium to unlock new technologies. Huh. So this thing does not give the space research point. The what are these things called? Come on. I know you have around. Here we go. The data analysis research. So it's no longer space thingy. Okay, so apparently we have to use a planetarium to unlock the orange research now. Huh. I wonder, because this thing, Orbital Data Collection Lab, records data while orbiting a planetoid and write it to a databank. My question is, like, if I put this in orbit of the main planet, will it eventually stop producing databanks? Because, you know, it has been recording data from the same planet, and that will require us to move into other planets to record more research? I don't know. I suppose we'll find out eventually. But that just makes it so that all this effort went for nothing, because, well, I mean, I don't think there is really a point in staying in space that long now. Oh well, it is done, so we'll use it anyway. Okay guys, so the base upgrade journey continues. We are going to make over here a couple of small restaurants for our dupes to enjoy. A Great Hall requires 32 tiles, which is exactly what we have over here. And then I'm going to move these temporary barracks over here so I can demolish all of this, put some floor on the bottom, create more restaurants over here. Eventually this is going to disappear, and then we are going to have 1, 2, 3 restaurants, and then 2 recreation rooms over here. And then we might even upgrade that to 3 by deconstructing this. But that's something for future me to decide. Right now, we need to deconstruct this area over here so we can continue expanding our apartment area over here. We are almost done with apartments. We are almost have enough apartments for every single dupe. If we build 2 additional apartments, we will have our bases covered, and we'll no longer require a barracks. Will I be able to complete that before the end of the episode? I am unsure, but it is close now. Now let's take a look at our rocket. Let's take a look over here. Much water, not a lot, but yeah, I'm not going to wait for the 5,000 kilograms of water to be stored in here, because that is going to take a long time, and I don't want to wait that long. Given that this rocket will not spend, you know, that much time in space after all, I figured that we might require 1, maybe 2 tons, given that this is inputting 2 kilograms at a time. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while, but yeah, instead of waiting for the 5 tons, we're going to wait from 1 to 2 tons, and then we'll take it from there. If we need to input more water, all we need to do is deconstruct a couple of things, put the liquid pump again, and we'll be golden. So I don't think that is going to be an issue. Next episode, we'll have the rocket ready to go, and we'll start making some new science. I already built the virtual planetarium over here, so it's going to be ready for the data analysis research whenever we have those databanks available. Now, I read in the patch notes while I was waiting for a few things to come to fruition that if you analyze volcanoes, geysers, stuff like that, you get a small amount of databanks out of that. And if you analyze, what was it, artifacts, right? Because once we go into space and start discovering these tiles, some of these things are not exactly clusters of asteroids, but yes, artifacts, you know, random objects that we can find throughout space. If you analyze those artifacts, you also get some research point out of that. So yeah, I'm glad we didn't get into space just yet, otherwise we might have already taken all of that and missed out on those research points. It has been almost 400 cycles since the first dupes first arrived here. They have long waited for the luxury and comfort, and we are about to give them all of what they deserve. Our first recreation room is going to be rather simple. We're going to have a juicer, a soda fountain, a couple of party lines, and a jukebox. Right, the idea being this is the bar and this is the dancing area over there. Once we have the pixel packs and stuff like that, I will try to make it look even better, but for now this is going to do. And for meal areas, we are going to have these 3 restaurants over here. They have all duplicate motion sensors so that they can turn on the lights whenever it is necessary for the dupes to eat. You know, they deserve to have environmental lighting and whatnot. And yeah, I did the same over here. This light, let's see, can I see the light thingy, the light overlay? There we go. This light is potent enough to light both the grill over here and the micro musher. So one light is capable of doing this job, and so these 2 automation thingies will turn on that light over there. Cool. Now, once all of this is done and a couple extra apartments, we will shift our focus away from our base and into the rocketry stuff, but for now I think our dupes deserve this. And besides, we have to wait a little bit longer anyway, because we have to wait for this water to be, you know, slowly but steadily transported into the liquid reservoir. If you are wondering why haven't I connected that to the main power grid, it's because the power spine is not yet ready, unfortunately. But it will be, eventually. And besides, you need a battery in order to connect your rocket to the main power line. You cannot, I'm pretty sure, that I think we tested this last season. If you connect your heavy watt wire to the thingy over here, to the solar panel will input its power to the main power grid, and it will not draw power from the main power grid into your rocket. So there's also that. And yeah, for now that is going to be it. We still need to wait a little bit longer, so let's do just that. Well guys, one thing I can be sure, the spaghetti monster is increasing. So I am expanding our cooling loop to transport it upstairs. Let's deconstruct that. We no longer need that pipe over there. Like this. Yeah, so I'm going to extend the cooling loop up here, because eventually we will want to extend it into this area. Because my future plan is to move our power plant from over here, where we don't have space. Use this space to increase the interior base. We can use the, building one layer at a time and then deconstructing it from the inside. so that we can maintain a lock between the two bases. And I'm going to transport my power production all the way over here. I'm going to use this space that we have over here to create a massive gas storage plus a power production facility on the bottom of it. So having a cooling loop over here is going to be essential. And given that our thingy over here, the thermal regulator, is creating an enormous amount of heat in this area, you know, having the cooling loop already in here will help out tremendously, a lot. Why do I try to keep saying that word? I have no idea. But in any case, I am continuing expanding the elevator system to increase its functionality. I'm going to put an elevator on the bottom of this so that dupes can use it to, instead of using, you know, the stairs to climb up all the way over there, they can eventually use the elevator system, you know, so that we can have it more than just decoration, actually having a purpose. And also, another thing that I will want to do in the future is we are going to expand over here a little bit, and we are going to create an area over here, like an suit exchange area. And we are going to have a direct connection from our base into our farm, because this is a breathable space. Our dupes don't need a suit over here. If we put a duplicate suit checkpoint over on this side, the dupes will not leave the area without a suit. So I think that's actually a great idea to increase the speed that our farmers actually do their jobs, you know. That would be something nice. But once again, that's for the future. I have a lot of things to focus on. Another future project will also be to start using all of this brine and all of this water. For now, we don't exactly have the need for it, but eventually we are going to have it. And because both of these fluids are in such extreme temperatures, we need to quote-unquote normalize them, and we are going to use both of the temperature to do this without using any power. We are going to use the brine, how should I put it? We are going to transport this water into a tank over here in the middle, and then we are going to use this brine to go through a radiator inside of that tank to pretty much absorb all of that heat and increase its production. Because if we try to desalinate it right now, it's going to freeze in the pipes, and we don't want that. Once again, future project, we have a lot of things to worry about, like for example, these over here. Let's take a look on how things are going. Yeah, I think that's enough water. We can stop it right now. There we go. Once we absorb all of that water, this rocket will be ready to go. Alright guys, so now we can have an idea of the finished product of the apartment complex. 15 apartments ready to go. Well, they are not ready to go, but at least they are already planned out. All I have to do is wait for my dupes to build them and, you know, wait for a few more materials to be ready. Because, well, we are running low on refined stuff. This is a rather expensive build that we have right here, but I think it's going to be worth it because just looking at this, it's just beautiful. It's very rare that I do something aesthetic over function. Usually the way I go around about doing things is always function first, and then if we can make it aesthetically pleasing, then we might think about it. But this time we are going all in with the luxury and aesthetical, so I just hope that I don't use too many materials and then end up regretting it. Okay guys, so with the end of this cycle coming through, so must the end of this episode arrive as well. I was a little bit all over the place in this episode because, well, I had to record it over the span of several days and I lost track of what I was doing, but in the end I think it all turned out okay because we got a lot of stuff done. And a lot of important stuff as well. Like, for example, let me just slow this down a little bit. Our food production now is, well, fully automated, and we have a permanent food storage that will never give us any problems. Unlike in the previous season where we had the chlorine constantly condensating and pushing the petroleum away, that led us to have to do several emergency repairs that were rather complicated to our fridge. This time I'm pretty sure nothing bad is going to happen, and it is fully automated. Our chef only has to go into the station and do the work order. No longer he needs to transport the items himself or any other dupes. See, poof poof, everything is fully automated, and it is fantastic. I love it. Also, we got our apartment area pretty much completed. I don't think we need to do much else other than just fixing a couple of pipes and whatnot. I'm already taking care of that, but it's going to take a while due to the major confusion of pipes that I have all over the place. And we also got the interior of our rocket done, which means that by next episode we'll be able to jump into space and start acquiring all of those beautiful databanks. Just look at that floppy disk. Fan-freaking-tastic. Things over here are pretty much the same as they always have been. Lyra has been taking care of this rather well. Okay. Oh, the petroleum is not flowing. That's fine, that's fine. We can accumulate a little bit. We are completely full of petroleum on that side, so perfectly okay. So guys, with all of this said, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye!